Well, let's cross now to Washington and we can speak to Melinda Haring, who is a senior fellow at the Atlantic Council's Eurasia Centre. These tanks being delivered by the United States and Germany in what would appear to be a coordinated effort. Is it an underestimate to call this a game changer?
Hi, Tom. No, it's not. This is a watershed moment, a game changer, whatever analogy you want to use. And it couldn't come on a better day. Today is Volodymyr Zelensky's birthday. He needs 300 tanks. At my last count, he has 134 Western tanks now. So he's still shy of that number. He needs 600 armored vehicles to really make a difference. That was the assessment from General Zaluzhny. So they're getting closer. The good news is that Ukraine is going to win because the West has broken through the red lines it created for itself.
And of course, Russia has reacted, fairly predictable sorts of comments coming out of Moscow. But just listening to what they've said up until this point, do you think they're genuinely worried that the West has defied expectations? And despite some hesitation, despite some probably fairly heated conversations behind closed doors, we've stuck together?
I think they're surprised that the Western coalition is held together. Are they surprised that we've given in on tanks? Probably not. I think they're more worried about the spring offensive, and that's why it's really important for these tanks to arrive as soon as possible. Ukrainian intelligence expects the offensive to start in January through March was the estimation. But I think the rude awakening that Moscow has had is how strong and durable the Western coalition has proven over the last year.
Beyond words, what sort of reciprocity or what sorts of action might we expect from Russia in reaction to this news?
Nothing. Just a lot of angry rhetoric. You know, they've already been foaming at the mouth all day, and I don't expect anything. Look, they might saber rattle and threaten to use nuclear weapons, but they've done that dozens of times, and we know that those are just empty threats.
Germany had until now looked a bit like NATO's weakest link. Has it managed to shake off that reputation, do you think, during the course of today?
I think it has. President Biden said Germany has really stepped up, and it was inevitable. If you look at public opinion, 46% of Germans supported more tanks, 46% of Germans didn't support it. So Scholz was sort of trying to straddle public opinion, but he was behind German public opinion in general. He was about 2 or 3 steps behind. The public was pushing him within Germany and also internationally. So it was only a matter of time. And I think it's a great day for Germany. It's a great day for the West, and it's a great day for Ukraine.
So in one way, the United States opened the floodgates for Germany to send tanks. Does Germany sending tanks open the floodgates then for other countries, do you think? Do you think we're going to see more countries now stepping up to the plate? Because let's face it, people were afraid that, you know, Russia could respond and single out whichever country sent the tanks, hence the US sending them first.
Absolutely. So it already has opened the spigot. A bunch of different European countries have already made pledges. You know, the Poles were, I think the Brits were the most heroic. We should give them credit because they opened the floodgates originally and promised tanks when no one else had. And then last week, the Poles said, look, Germany, if you're not ready, we'll do it ourselves. But it was really great that there is Western unity and Moscow can't point a finger at one country in particular. But I think it also says, Tom, something else about the thinking within Western Europe. It admits that the West doesn't really believe that Moscow has a red line and that it thinks that the fight is really in Ukraine and Russia's not going to attack the West. That's what this means.
OK, well, it's been great talking to you. I'm afraid we're out of time. I'd love to talk to you for longer. Melinda Haring in Washington, senior fellow at the Atlantic Council's Eurasia Centre. Thank you so much for taking the time to talk to us.